Yo, what's good, everybody? It's Trey.
It's your boy Million.
And you have now tuned in to Listening to Millions.
This is deeper than a podcast, y'all. I'm trying to tell you.
You gotta come sit down with us.
Let's get it.
And to start the episode, Million, how you doing today, man?
My guy, I promise you, today has just... I've had my ups and downs. I can't even lie. I had my ups and downs this week, but, you know, I got through them. What about you, my guy?
Man, I ain't gonna lie. I had a great weekend. I had a great day today. And then, you know, we go to Fort Valley, so we had that Fountain City Classic where our school lost 57-0 to Albany State.
A down, like I said.
But the festivities, like with me being on Royal Court and the festivities surrounding it, like I got to see Chris Tucker at a reception. We got on a luncheon. We had a luncheon on the at a yacht club. So other than that, like, great weekend, man. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Did you actually speak to him like personally?
I shook his hand.
Right, you should have been like, "Hey there, I'm Trey from Listening to Millions. Did you hear about our podcast yet? You know, you got to plug us in at all times. You feel me?"
I wasn't even thinking, man. I had on my student leader hat, bro. I wasn't even thinking about all that.
Was he funny, bro?
He was funny as fuck. Like, he's way funnier in person, bro.
No way.
On God.
I don't see him as that
like
funny,
he wasn't fun. Like, he's not funny to me in like his stand up shit.
That's what I'm saying.
But in person, like, it's just, I think it's because you know he's supposed to be funny.
So you know that he's supposed to be funny, and that's what makes him funny?
Yeah, like, he can say anything. I'm just laughing.
Oh, so was it fake laughs though?
It was real. It was legit. Like, I was legit dying in the crowd.
Tears?
It wasn't tears. I won't roll on the floor because he wasn't giving. Because he was emceeing an event. He wasn't actually like giving a comedy show. You know what I'm saying? But like, I was laughing though. Like, I was like, damn, like, he funnier than what I thought. Because like, I watch Chris Tucker specials and I look like this.
Right.
But it's different when you have somebody in person.
I guess, bro. I haven't really met a famous person before. Now that I think about it, yeah, I've never really met a famous person.
Man, you know, I got lucky because you remember when Khalil won the trip to California.
Yeah.
So we had met hella like NBA players, like hella,
really?
Yeah, like and rappers like I saw Smino, AD, Chris Bosh.
Dang.
Jared Dudley, the GOAT himself, Tyler. Yeah, that was a good time.
Yeah, bro. I've never met any like famous people. Now that I think about it,
man, I don't know. I guess I've run into hella celebrities. Like Hank Aaron even went to my church when I was growing up.
See, I feel like God wouldn't want me to because I promise you, like, I'm plugging myself at all costs. Hey there, so you know I got this YouTube channel reaching millions. Hey there, I got this Listening to Millions. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you got to plug yourself in. Bro, I'm
a super fan, bro. Like, when I see people, I just like
Nah, fuck that. I'm plugging myself. Like, I met a lawyer this week, right? I met a lawyer this week. First thing I did was plug myself in. Hey, so you know I'm studying to become a lawyer. You know what I mean? And I was just like, and he was kind of resistant, but then I was like, you know, I just would love to work underneath you, and I may, depending on how I handle this, I may have an internship. We'll see though.
That's how you do it though. Hell,
we'll see though.
Because the way I try to get mine is apply until I can't apply no more. Hell,
hey, you got to do what you got to do, bro. You got to do what you got to do.
But you know, one thing I never do.
What?
Is say I will do it tomorrow when it comes to shit like that.
Ooh, why you say that?
Because I will do it tomorrow is the deadliest phrase there has ever been, bro. Like, when I flunked out of college my first time, like, I started school at North Carolina Central. I wouldn't say I really flunked out. I could have went back to the school. In all honesty, I could have. But my parents was like, nah, fuck that. You going to Fort Valley like your grandparents did. But the phrase that killed me, bro, I always said, I will do it tomorrow. I will do it tomorrow. I will do it tomorrow. And I kept saying I'll do it tomorrow on these homework assignments, quizzes, and tests. Yeah. Until I would do it tomorrow came in this finals week. And I'm emailing my teachers like, yo, I kept saying I'll do it tomorrow. And I'll never do it, making up crazy ass lies. My grandparents died every other semester when I was there. Every semester my grandparents died.
Damn.
I always use that excuse.
See, it is a pretty deadly thing to say because honestly, when you really think about it, bro, tomorrow does not exist. Like, it's just a concept. Like, we only know the now. Like, we don't know tomorrow for real because tomorrow never really is promised. You know what I mean?
I feel you.
So, like, for someone to say I'm gonna do it tomorrow, like how you know you gonna get to tomorrow? We really think that we that blessed. We think that we're really entitled.
How do you even know that we're gonna wake up tomorrow to do the thing that we were supposed to do today, tomorrow?
That's what I'm saying. We're really entitled. We just think that, oh well, shoot, I've been living these past couple of days.
Yeah,
I'm gonna wake up tomorrow. But when you really sit there and realize that, you know, dang, technically speaking, this next second that we're just sitting here podcasting, like it may not come.
It's not promised.
It's definitely not gonna be there. Like it's not promised, and we just take stuff like that for granted. And for somebody to say I'm gonna do it tomorrow and push it off, I mean, hey, it doesn't exist. So at one point you have to handle it.
But what do you think like drives people to procrastinate? Because that's all it really is, procrastination. Like, because that's how I saw it. Like, I would procrastinate, wait till the last second for everything. Like when I was at my old school, even sometimes today, but especially when I was at NCCU, everything, like I will always say, bro, I got another time. Like that shit not due till then. Like how do we break that habit of procrastination?
Well, first thing you said was like, how do we continue to procrastinate? And we continue to procrastinate is easy because comfortability.
Yeah.
Comfortability. You know what I mean?
It's okay. I can't say controversial.
Comfortability. We sit there and we be like, dang. Like I do it all the time. That's why I'm saying I be sitting there like, dang, like I don't feel like editing. Like I'm really comfortable right now. Like,
yeah, like bro, like I don't gotta touch the audio
I'm
today.
telling you, but honestly, bro, because I've just started doing a thing that started to help me out a lot more.
Yeah.
And it's like actually planning out your goals for the week or for the next couple of days. And so what I do is, you know, I plan it out and I set it up to where like it's either gonna get done or it's not. And most of the time I like to stick to my word. Yeah. So it's like it's gonna get done. You know what I mean? So like for example, like if you have a job or something like that, right? Mm-hmm. I just be like, okay, I'm gonna pick up this extra shift like 5 days in advance, even though right now I'm feeling kind of lazy and I don't know how I'm gonna be feeling that day, but I'm just like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna put that in the atmosphere and I'm gonna get it done and I'm gonna plan for it.
Yeah, I feel you. Cause I mean, even when it comes to like everything now, like I'm trying to get into the habit of just writing shit down or writing things down because I've gotten to the point where I'm just like, I have a routine. I know how I want to spend my days, but like I don't feel like you should have your days planned out to a T though, because like you said, time is really a relative thing. Like time in all actuality doesn't exist. Time is a human concept that we created to schedule for ourselves. You feel me? Like God didn't make time.
I don't know about that.
You think God made time?
I mean, we age. I mean, we do age. We do age, you know? We do age.
How do you think we got time then?
What do you mean?
Like, where do you think time came from?
I mean, it was crazy. I was watching this video on Instagram, right? It was this dude. He was like, how can you, like, God has to exist outside the limits of, like, you know, time and all that other stuff. Yeah. And he was pretty much saying, like, when he said, let there be light, he also meant, like, let there be, like gravity, let there be fucking time. Yeah. There be, and it had to happen at like
that precise moment.
It had to happen at the exact time, because without like time, you wouldn't have, the way he explained it was crazy. Like without time, you wouldn't have like this, and then without this, you wouldn't have that. So it had to happen at the exact same time. But I mean, I think time is a real thing.
Yeah, I don't know, because I think time is like relative, because even we don't even agree on what time it is. Like we as human beings.
Oh, you talking about like with the time
zones? Like, bro, I had a meet. This is completely off topic. I'm gonna get back into my schedule and blunder later. But all right, so I had a meeting today at 4:30 p.m. right, Pacific time. I didn't read that. Like I didn't read Pacific time because the headquarters of the internship is in like California or some shit, or Washington. Yeah. So I'm on the call and I'm like, it's 4:30. I'm like, bro, how am I the only person on this? Like, this is a real company. Like, this is a big ass company. I'm sitting here on this meeting and nobody's here at 4:30 p.m. And I checked the email. It's at Pacific time. So I'm like, fuck, that shit's not till. At first, I thought it was 1:30. Yeah. I thought they were 4 hours, because I was thinking, what? they're 4 hours behind. So I was thinking like it said 4:30 Pacific time. They really meant 1:30 Eastern time. But I had a brain fart. It really meant 7:30 p.m. But like, long story short, we don't even agree on what time 4:30 is. 4:30 here is 1:30 there, and 7:30 there. 4:30 there is 7:30 here. You feel me? Like it's.
I think we use like time, like okay, time, like as in like the clock time is probably used to like, you know, either I guess you could look at it like complicate, but it really simplified it for us. But like time as in itself has to exist because, like I said, we age, bro.
Yeah.
Like if there was no time, we wouldn't age, right?
All right. That's facts. Okay, so now let me word this sentence like this. Time as we know it when it comes to clock time is relative as fuck. So I have a hard time saying, let me stick to this schedule because it's something that we basically like made up, like wake up at 8 o'clock. What the fuck even is 8 o'clock? You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, if I want to be successful and if I want to get shit done in life, you have to hold yourself accountable in some sort of way. And I feel like scheduling is the easiest way to hold yourself accountable.
Yeah, like I said, just take that time. Take that time to plan your schedule out for the next week, man. That's the best way to beat procrastination.
And speaking about accountability.
Okay.
Travis Scott. This weekend he had his.
Yeah, I heard about that.
The whole Astro World blunder. What was it? 8 people dead, 10 people dead.
Yeah.
Hundreds injured, cardiac arrest. Like
every time I see it, it's like the number goes up. I swore I saw 14.
And it's like the thing that's crazy about this situation to me specifically is like nobody knows what happened. Like,
what you mean?
From the aspect of, is some story saying that people were running around putting pricks in people's necks, making people fucking OD on drugs.
Oh,
like it's like just so many headlines. Like people are saying that Travis Scott was performing 37 minutes after he was notified when people were getting injured. You saw that video of Travis Scott like saying, "Hey, chill out, like bro hurt right there," and then performed right over after that. Like as soon as he said bro is passed out, he got on the mic and said, "Yeah," with the auto tune. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if you saw that video. It was a video surfacing on the internet, right? And it was basically like at this rock concert, and it was basically showing like how a mosh pit is supposed to be conducted. Like he's like, "Yo, we're all here to have a good time. We're all here to have fun, but safety first." He stopped the whole concert. He said, "Yo, this guy, I'm not performing another song until this guy gets up." The guy gets up. He's like, "Look, like I'll perform the whole song over again, but I'll do extra songs. Just make sure this dude is safe." And I feel like Travis Scott could have did that.
Yeah, that's cool, but like, let's be honest, bro. Have you actually been inside of a mosh pit?
Hell no.
Oh my God.
But I know I have been on a stage performing, and the number one thing when performing a art form is you need to know how to control your crowd, bro. Bruh. You have to know how to control your crowd. You have to understand your audience and know how to control your crowd.
Bro, I'm telling you, bro. I have been in mosh pits before.
Okay.
These people, like, yeah, you could say control your crowds, but when you take into accountability that these people are drinking, these people are smoking, taking drugs, hallucinogens, and all this other stuff, and then they're hearing their music in the background, it's just like they black out, bro. They become different people. I've been inside of a mosh pit. I hate them, and I'm gonna tell you why I hate them. But I've been inside of a mosh pit where people have like literally like been punched in the face, elbowed in the face, and like act like nothing happened to them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's kind of like they become a whole different person when they do mosh pit, and it's like, how can you stop that?
But that's like, I feel like that's different though. I feel like that's different because what you said, like punched in the face, hit in the face, didn't feel it. The person is still up and okay. They might be high out their fucking mind, but they're up and they're straight at the end of the day. There were people literally passed out in his crowd. And then on another thing is, I feel like he doesn't control his platform in a mature manner. Not saying that you don't have to, like, you can't not be yourself. Like, he's a wild boy type shit, and that's his image. But at the end of the day, he used that image and that bad boy image to say, hey, fuck security, fuck the gates we have put up, fuck all this money I spent to protect people. Barge in, let niggas stampede in his show, like told people he incited that shit. At least from my opinion, that's what I got from the post. Like he deleted the post now, but it was like it was video circulating of him saying, "Yo, like fuck the security, get in this bitch by any means necessary. I want my concert to be T type shit."
Yeah, but I mean, it depends on what you've seen. It depends on what you've seen because I literally just saw a TikTok where like he literally stopped the whole thing, no music in the background. He was like, "Hey, he's good. Make sure he's good." And it's like I said, like, am I gonna stop the whole? Like, he stopped the whole concert for a little bit, and I and
they said, "Yeah," with the auto tune right after that bit. Why niggas still? Imagine waking up from being passed out, and all you hear is, "Yeah, straight up."
I don't know, bro. I don't know. So, like, I've seen people try and cancel him. Also,
I don't think he deserves to be canceled. I think this taught him a major lesson. I feel like he's like, what, 28, 29 years old, however old Travis Scott is. I'll look it up while I'm talking. But, like, I feel like he's way too old not to be able to understand how to use his platform. He's way too old not to be able to understand how to, like, control the people that he's having at his concerts. Because 9 times out of 10, the people at his concerts are our age, bro. Like, well beyond the age of understanding. You know what I'm saying?
But it's not his fault. I don't think it's his fault. Like, I mean, of course he plays a part in it, but like, honestly, you have to think about
He's
it, bro.
30.
You have to think about it, bro. Like, you should become like you if you're a Travis Scott fan. If you're a Travis Scott fan, right?
Yeah.
You know the type of music that he does, and you know his raging music and stuff like that.
But it wasn't always.
So you need to prepare. But let me finish. You still have to prepare. Like if you know it's raging music and it's about to be a whole fest, like you have to prepare. Like, okay, let me drink a lot of water. Let me bring a whole bunch of water. Let me make sure I'm not dehydrated. Maybe let me bring a face mask. Let me bring whatever it needs because I know these people go crazy. You got to prepare for that stuff. You know what I mean?
But I feel like in this one specific, like with all the variables going on, like we're both seeing different shit about the same. Like it's so like nobody really knows what was going on, and it's crazy because everything gets filmed nowadays. But you saw like the stampedes. You saw people passed out on stretchers getting revitalized. What else was there? The reports of him performing 37 minutes after being notified somebody was injured. Mm-hmm. Like hundreds of people being injured. You know what I'm saying? Like that's crazy as fuck. And with all that happening, he gave this half-ass, awful acting apology to top it all off. Like, have you seen his apology video?
Nah, I haven't seen his apology video.
I will pull it up for you, bro. It was like the worst acting I've ever seen in my life. Like his words aren't bad. He's saying everything correct. It's almost like somebody told him to say this.
Yeah, it definitely is like somebody's whispering like something. Say this, say this, say this.
And then what's killing me, bro, is the oh, I can't believe this happened at my show. And like I said, nothing he said was bad. It's just it didn't seem genuine to me. For that many people to have been injured somewhere where you set this shit up. Mm-hmm. And so many people to have been injured, the apology he gave, it was sufficient to save his ass, but that's pretty much it. Like, it doesn't suffice for the lives lost. It doesn't suffice for the people injured. And I mean, least important of all, it doesn't suffice for the money and resources wasted.
Didn't he refund the tickets and stuff like that?
I believe so, but it's deeper than that. I'm not talking about like the money aspect from the tickets. You still had the city of Houston who had to come out there. You still had to clean up, set up, fucking salvage and save whatever was going on with the situation when they had the emergency responders out there. Mm-hmm. You wasted money on security because you told your fans to bum rush in there. Like, it was like so many resources wasted in that one instance when all you had to say was, yo, before you come to this concert, let's have a good time. Let's be safe. Let's do everything the right way. But when you get in here, like, you can rage, but getting in and getting out, try to, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was a stampede of human beings trampling each other. Again, a 10-year-old lost his life.
Again, though, I don't think that that is Travis Scott's fault per se, my guy. Like, okay, like I said, I mean, of course he's gonna play a major part in this role, but at one point, are we gonna hold the fans accountable? Like, how the hell do you continue to sit there and step on someone when you hear them? Like, you can't just step on someone and just keep on running.
That's facts, bro. And you know what's crazy? I was saying the same shit because I had seen a tweet, right? And the tweet was basically like, the emergency responders did an awful job tonight. They were understaffed and undertrained. No. You were out there and you acted like a fucking idiot.
You can't just sit, like I said, bro. Like, you can't literally step on a full person. And, like, how do you do that? Like, how do you step on somebody and act like you ain't see it? And then just be like, you know what? He'll be all right. That's like, come on, bro. That's so messed up, bro. And like, you said a 10-year-old died?
A 10-year-old.
And then another thing is, like, why are you letting a 10-year-old go to this thing?
That's what I said. Like, but you don't know that 10-year-old story. Like, the 10-year-old could be somebody's famous, his nephew or something. Like, nobody knows who this 10-year-old is.
That's still...
Like, I don't understand why a 10-year-old would be out there, too. Maybe he was out there, like, helping his mom work. Like, you never really know
man, we got to hold these fans accountable, bro, because there's...
At the end of the day,
you shouldn't be glorifying a person that much to the point to where you're willing to kill somebody over them.
Risking other people's lives in the glorification of Travis Scott is by far the most ignorant moment of 2021.
I'm telling you, bro. But hey, man, I like I said, I mean, I don't necessarily think that Travis should be canceled for any of it. It's just, like you said, a learning lesson. Yeah. And if anything, this kind of made Travis Scott. Damn, this is gonna sound kind of bad. It could either sound bad or good, but it kind of made Travis Scott look a little bit more lit. Like, okay, right now it's tough because people die, you know, and I'm rest in peace to those families out there. But like, maybe in the future, people are gonna be looking at him like, dang, you heard, bro? We was raging at his parties. Yeah, people died at his parties. You know what I mean, bro? Like, he's gonna sound more lit. But hey, man, again, rest in peace to those families.
Definitely rest in peace to those families, and all this shit could have been avoided for sure.
For sure, bro.
But on to the next topic. I hate saying that sentence, but on to the next topic though. Kanye West is now just, you ready? You know his new name?
Yay!
Kanye West is no longer Kanye West. He is now Ye. And let me tell you a little bit something about Ye. Ye does not have a house. I fucking love it. And you can ask anybody. I'm not the biggest Kanye West music fan. I don't think he's a genius. I think he's absolutely insane. But he had an interview with the Drinking Champs.
Drinking Champs. Yep.
It was
Drink Champs.
By far one of the most entertaining videos I've watched this year. Probably the best interview.
He really, I told you, bro, he was really going for people's heads in there, bro. He was going for people's heads in there. And then, what did he say in there that you was like, that you didn't agree with, really?
His haircut?
Yeah, he was kind of pushing it, bro.
He called it the Britney cut, but it looked like he had like the Avatar, the last Airbender arrow cut into the head. Like,
did you see what Soulja Boy said?
What'd he say?
He called him a scab head ass nigga. He said, "You got scabs on your forehead." I was like, "Dang, bro, that's so cold."
I was like, "Nah." The funniest part of that podcast or that interview to me, he actually paid somebody. He gave somebody money so that they could cut that shit into his head.
Yeah,
that is fucking hilarious.
Yeah, but I mean, when you got money, why not, bro?
But no, all right. So back on a serious note, though, one thing I didn't agree with, I don't think there was one. Like, he spoke on a lot of real shit. Like, even to the aspect of course, I want to live in a house. I want to have myself a home. Mm-hmm. But when he said you don't really need one, it made me think like somebody like him. Like, granted, I feel as if I wouldn't have nowhere to lay my head if I just randomly went to France and tried to call somebody. I don't know anybody in France. Mm-hmm. But from his aspect, like, what the fuck I need a house for? Like, I can call anybody anywhere in the world and have somewhere to stay, somewhere to lay my head. And he was like, I have a home. My home is where my kids live, and I feel it anytime I FaceTime my daughter. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, damn, like, that's a fact though. Like, when you're Kanye West, like, you dead ass don't need a house. Like, you can be a nomad. He talking about I got millions in the bank. I can stay at whatever hotel I want to. Fuck, I need a house for.
That's facts. I mean, that's 100% facts. But the one thing I would say that you probably need a house for is like wealth, passing down that generational wealth. Because eventually, I mean, yes, he's a multi-billionaire, but like he doesn't. Like eventually, money does run out.
Yeah.
And if he, and I'm not saying that Ye doesn't do this, because I know Ye has like numerous assets that continues to make money. But like for people out there that was watching it thinking that they don't need a house, I'm like, I don't know. You're not Ye. You're not Kanye.
Yeah.
You know. But a house is definitely a necessity if you want wealth.
Yeah.
But when you were saying like you don't necessarily need it, I told you the only things humans really need, bro, food, water, sleep.
And a house doesn't have to be. And he said it best himself. Like a house doesn't necessarily have to be where you lay your head at. Like he said, just because it was something about following the program. You know what I'm saying? He was like, just because you decide to have a bed. And you decide to have a bed frame, and you decide to live in this house wasting thousands of dollars a month, that doesn't make you smarter or better than that homeless man on the street. That homeless man on the street could be a genius.
Mm-hmm.
He's sitting here, he's asking you for money, you're giving it to him. He's asking you for food, you're buying it for him. He's laying down and not spending a dime. You know what I'm saying? He's like when he broke it down like that, I'm like, damn, like, I never thought about it like that. Granted, that's not the life I want to live, though.
I told you, Ye is a genius when you really listen to him, bro.
Still crazy as fuck.
He's not, though, bro. He's really not, bro. It sounds just the way that he says it, the way that he says things makes you think that this man is crazy. But when you actually sit there and go back and actually listen to the words, like, you'll be like, dang, like, this man really hit on something,
yeah,
bro.
Like, even
he really
with that,
hit on something, bro.
Like, even with that thing where he was like, your ego and anger.
Ego and anger, yes, best friends go hand in hand, and that shit is so real, bro.
Because if you think about it, like a lot of the things that you get angry about are your own insecurities.
Yeah.
Like even today, like if a best story, the first fight I ever got in was because I had buck teeth, and this nigga called me out for it. And I'm talking about this dude is supposed to be my best friend. Like we played football together. We went to the same middle school type shit. Like I was in 7th grade, and like we would say middle school, and like we play on the same football team. We're co-captains of the football team. And the dude who also went to our middle school, he was like he played on the opposite team to us. Like we were the two best teams in the park. Like if we was 8-1, or if we was 5-1, they was like 6-0. Like we were the two best teams in the park. We both played for the same park. I think it was Old Nat. We played for the Old National Vikings, and we were at school one day. And my best friend, or the dude who I deemed to be my best friend, was walking around. John Teeth look like that, like, you know, making fun of me type shit. Because I used to bite my lips a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And like in that moment, I felt so vulnerable. Because like I'm like, bro, like this is somebody I deemed as like you spend the night at my house. I met your moms, like you met my moms, like I broke bread with you, and nigga, you sitting here making fun of me to impress some other dude. Like this nigga who play on the opposite team, like I felt betrayed by my own brother type shit. Long story short, we got the hit, and I fucked that nigga up. Like fucked him up bad. Granted, he ended up sneaking me. I think he wanted to fight because he snuck me at the end. Because when I got finished, I was tired, so I walked away. He came up, snuck my ass, and I ain't go to sleep. But like that's when it had broke up because like, he was on top of me, and I couldn't do shit because I got snuck.
Right.
But at the end of the day, none of that shit would have never happened if I would have been confident. Granted, I'm in the 7th grade, so I'm only 12 years old. If I would have been confident in myself and know, like, yeah, I might have buck teeth, but I'm in shape, I'm handsome, my girl looked good, like at the time, because I had like a little girlfriend at the time.
Yeah.
Like I wasn't putting none of that stuff into account. The only thing that I could think about was the thing that I was most insecure about, and at that point in time, it was my teeth.
Yeah. Have you ever realized that like the coolest people, like in the world, like the most chill people in the world, you can never anger?
That's because I feel like they're at one with who they are.
Yes, exactly. Like those people you can never anger because, again, like you said, they're at one with who they are. They know who they are, and they're not allowing anybody to take them out of that element. When you have a strong sense of, you know, like I already know who I am.
Yeah.
Like I don't need you. I don't care if you. I don't care how you look at me. You know what I mean? Like that is what make someone confident. Like when you really sit there and just be like, you know what, cool. Like I could own my bullshit.
Yeah.
That's what makes somebody confident.
And that's like really like, and that's what really like that hit home with me. Like when I heard Ye say that, like it really opened my mind to the fact that humans, like, emotions play one and one, and humans are like the leading character of the explanation of that. And another thing, like he said, that caught me off guard was the adjusting the program thing. You know what I'm saying? That goes back into the living in a house type shit. Like we're programmed to believe in all these things, and the reason why he lives so off the wall is because he's trying to adjust the program and make people see like you don't have to follow a certain realm in order to be successful. Like he's like, yo, the only reason why I'm me right now is because I stepped outside the box.
So I was thinking about this the other day, right?
Okay.
Would you rather be reincarnated? Like if you have the choice, would you rather be reincarnated or go to heaven, and why?
Yikes. Shit. You go cut that out. All right. Would I rather be reincarnated or just straight up go to heaven?
Yeah, like honestly, if you had the choice.
Okay. I'm a Christian, right?
Yeah.
So of course I'd much rather go to heaven, right?
Mm-hmm.
But like, who doesn't want a second chance at life?
Ooh, what would you do with your second chance at life, though?
All right. So what is this second chance? Like I'm completely born as a different person, or like I know everything that I know now as soon as I'm born?
See, that's tough because that's kind of easy.
Yeah.
That's kind of easy. But if you're a different person, what? That's a good. Okay, we'll do this. We'll do both of them. Right?
Okay.
So if you knew you come back as Trey now.
Okay.
You know what I mean? What would you do? But from here on, like your age right now, go back.
All right. So let's say I was able to restart from the time I was 16, right?
Okay.
The first thing I would do is take athletics more seriously. Like when I was out there on the football field, baseball field, I never knew that shit could be taken away from me. I always thought like, bro, like I'm young, I'm athletic, I'm strong, I got a six pack. That shit gonna be with me forever. First of all, it's not.
You had a six pack, bro?
Had a six pack. Oh God. That shit is not always gonna be with you.
I've never seen those hoes, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. I've never seen my six pack, bro.
Bro, from the age of like, I want to say like 12 to 17, I had a straight six pack.
What?
Like, shredded. 12.
What was you doing? You was like working out heavy or something?
I played sports year round. That's really all it was. Like I played baseball, basketball, and football, and I even ran track. I felt like I enjoyed being an athlete.
Athletic.
Yeah, I was an athletic kid. Like I enjoyed being an athlete. Like sports was my thing, and I had the opportunity to play it at the next level. I fumbled the bag, so that's another thing. Take sports more seriously and take my academics more seriously. Because like I said earlier in the episode, like I didn't flunk out, but in essence I flunked out. Like I got 2 F's, a D, a C, and a B my last semester at North Carolina Central. And my parents was like, look, if this is the shit, I'm paying $20,000 for you to do this. Fort Valley costs $5,000 a semester, nigga. Like, yeah, like nigga, if you gonna go get grades like that, go get grades like that at Fort Valley type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I probably would have went to Fort Valley straight out of high school.
But see, now I asked you that because it's like, okay, would you really have changed that? Because was you as active on campus as you are now?
No, I wasn't.
At your other place?
At my old school, bro, like, I hope my mama don't watch this. Like, all I would do, like, you can ask my roommates, bro. Like, it was a different girl in my room every night. And that's just because, like, I went to an all-boys school in high school. Like, I never really
got all-boys school?
Nothing but niggas.
Dang.
So I never really got the opportunity to branch out and like, you know what I'm saying? Like every girl I talked to was my girlfriend type shit. So I never really had the opportunity just like to understand what it was like to interact with females once you got to that age. Like I didn't know what a female friend was. All I knew was girlfriend. That's it.
Damn.
So like when I got to college, I didn't really understand that you could have girls that are just your friend. Like I ain't had to fuck everything, but
Mm-hmm.
I could, so I did.
Right.
And that was probably my like. That was I would be more focused on chasing hoes than chasing grades.
But like, again, so like I said, bro, like why would you change that though? Because do you think that you would genuinely be a better person? Would you have learned the life lessons that you learned like without going through that?
I feel as if God puts you through things so that you can learn those life lessons.
Mm-hmm.
But if I knew that life lesson before I had to learn that life lesson, I feel like I'll be in a better position now than I am.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. That's fair. Now, would you do the reincarnation of becoming a whole different person though?
Like I said, who doesn't want to live? Like hell yeah, I would do it, but I think I would rather go to heaven. But if like God said like, yo, you can still go to heaven, but dude, like you can go run that shit back as a different person.
Yeah.
I'm running it. What about you, bro? You running back? Would you run it back?
Hell yeah, bro. Honestly, that just sounds so fun, and I'm okay. Like, listen, bro. Rest in peace, Biggie. He said, "When I die, fuck it, I want to go to hell because I'm a piece of shit. It ain't hard to fucking tell. I don't like heaven with all the goody goodies. I want to shoot dice with all my friends, whatever in hell, whatever. But like, I'm not gonna say that hell, like heaven is boring, right?
Yeah.
But the concept of heaven is just like crazy to me. Like, it's nothing but good. Nobody likes, like, if you continue to be a human, nobody likes nothing but good. That's why good guys sometimes finish last, because everybody likes a guy or a person that has a little edgy to them, a little badness to them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like, if it's just pure good, I don't think we're really gonna love that shit.
But that's us as humans. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
That's what we think about in our physical being.
Yeah.
Our souls and our spirituality are completely different.
100%.
So I feel as if like I said, like once you get intact with that spirituality, once you figure who you are on a spiritual level and you grow, I feel like that good that's within you, like when judgment days come and God can see that good that's within you and it says like you belong to being here, I feel as if that's more of what heaven is. It's who your spiritual being is, not who your physical being was. Because everybody loves a bad time.
That's what I'm saying, bro. But that's the whole reason why I don't necessarily believe in like heaven as just nothing but pure good, because there has to be that balance. But again, like you said, that's only if we continue being human.
Yeah.
But if even then though, I feel like the human experience is probably the best experience there is. Like, why? How come like demons don't be trying to possess like animals or no shit? Like, they don't try and possess like monkeys. Everybody wants to be humans because like humans is where it's at, bro. This human experience that we have is beyond any other. You know what I mean? The fact that we're able to fall, get back up if we want to, free will, all that shit. You know what I mean? I think that human experience is unmatched, and honestly, I would do it again. I would literally do life over again if I could.
Yeah, like I would, like definitely, like because and then you also get it's also an aspect of you get to learn what it would be like if you were never you.
That is too. That is another point.
Like,
that is
have
another
you
point.
like growing up? Have you ever been like, damn, like Johnny has the new Nintendo DS. Johnny mom drives the nice car. Johnny's dad does this. Johnny always wears it. I wonder what it's like. Like, I wonder what Johnny sees on a daily basis. Like, you finally get to be Johnny. That shit would be dope.
That shit would be dope. And then, but like, you know, I feel like in reincarnation, you don't really choose who the fuck you will be.
Yeah, you don't.
Because everybody would be wanting to be like the
I'll
next
be Jeff
big,
Bezos.
You'd be exactly everybody.
Reincarnate me as the next Jeff Bezos.
I think I'm gonna choose Jeff Bezos. I think I'm gonna choose Elon Musk. I'm telling you, bro. But even if I had to relive life as like a poorest, like ugliest man or woman in the world, I think I would still do that because you're still able to find happiness, you know,
and find out how to make the best out of your situation.
Big facts. So you ready to wrap it up, my guy? Or
hey, I'm I'm ready to wrap it up. We already got the end of audio.
Alrighty.
That's it.
Let's get it. We have reached the end of this podcast. Thank you for listening to Millions. Like, subscribe, comment. If you have any suggestions for us, let us know in the comments below. We have open ears at all times. Trey, you want to leave him with something?
It's deeper than a podcast, and you just sat down with us. Thank you for listening to Millions. We have new episodes coming every Wednesday and Friday. Stay tuned.